I'm Marc Strassman, host of Second Life Inquirer on the Air. Join us for a live taping of our show every Monday at 6 p.m. Second Life time in the SL Inquirer Media Center, or catch the latest episode of our recorded shows starting at 6 p.m. the following Friday at www.slinquirer.com. Hope to see you there. Welcome to Second Life Inquirer on the Air, a live program that covers the latest developments and most interesting personalities in the virtual world of Second Life. I'm Marc Strassman, reporter and producer at Utopia News and the host of Second Life Inquirer on the Air. It's 6:27 p.m. Second Life time, Pacific Daylight Time on Friday, October 14, 2011. Our guest today is Linda Lauren, author, fourth generation psychic medium, and Second Life personality. Welcome, Linda, to Second Life Inquirer on the Air.
Very happy to be here. Thank you, Mark.
You've just published your first novel, Hostage in Time. What's the premise of the book?
Hostage in Time is a paranormal time travel romance that takes you from 2011 to back to 1884, and you kind of go back and forth for a little while. But it's about Amanda Lloyd, who is a photographer looking to do a preservation piece on the Brisbane house called Serenity, which is a historical landmark of the attorney who was Thomas Edison's patent attorney. And she is filming everything with her video camera, and as she's going up to the prohibited renovation floor, she opens a door, is trapped somehow by some wind that shuts the door behind her, and she is somewhere else in time in 1884. She doesn't know that right away until she just continues her search, and the camera is something that the person who catches her in the novel thinks is a gun, and he says, "Don't shoot." And she turns, and therein she gets to be a hostage in time because, of course, she can't go. They consider her a spy for Edison's papers, and that's how it starts.
Okay, and how long did it take you to write the book?
Well, I would say it took a year, but it took about 10 years before I picked it up after I finished it. I only recently readdressed it. I have 10 time travel novels in a box in my office that I have written over the last decade. I just never had time to publish them. And so now,
who publishes it, and where is it available now?
Now you can you can receive this book through Amazon.com. You can go to BarnesandNoble.com. You can get it through my website. And they are looking to, we're working with some people to see about making a movie, because time travel is a really hot topic right now. A lot of people are very interested in it.
Tell us about the role the psychic medium plays in the book's story.
In the book, there's a psychic medium named Madame Winston, who is modeled after the spiritualist mediums of the day, of the 1800s. And she is someone who actually helps the time travelers in their romance to get cleared or get information or to help the story along. She is someone who has a seance in the book, but she also helps everyone to have positive energy to create things that they can actually achieve through time travel.
Now, you do a lot of psychic things in your regular work in the world. What themes and concepts from your work have been incorporated into Hostage in Time?
I teach a lot about the law of attraction, for instance, about what you put out is what you get back. So it's very good and important to say what you really want, to have faith, to have a belief system, to guide yourself accordingly so you get back into your life what you really need. And that's sort of what I convey in the book as well. So I'm using those spiritual concepts. I'm using positive awareness as a concept. I'm using a lot of different avenues to open awareness for people so that they not only are enjoying time travel, not only enjoying psychic mediumship. I have angels, I have guides, I have ghosts, I have all kinds of things in there, but they're also being able to see how, hey, you know what? I should preserve places like this house, this Brisbane house, Serenity, because there are so many landmarks that are going by the wayside because no one cares about them. So I've incorporated my entire way of thinking in terms of positive energy into this book. It's a very positive book, ultimately. Its message is positive.
Say a little bit more about interest in making a film version of the book.
We have been in talks with quite a few people in LA, and right now it's just talking stages. There's a lot of reality TV, but people are now looking for scripts, and the scripts that they're looking for are basically based on novels now. It's not where somebody's coming in and writing anymore. Reality TV changed all that. Basically, they write reality. That's not even reality. So now they're looking for properties that they could take from fiction and do some TV movies or movies in general. And so we're working towards that end.
How satisfying has been writing the novel compared to the other work that you usually do?
I get joy out of everything that I do, but I absolutely love writing from the teaching aspect. I enjoy showing people make-believe worlds that incorporate real life. I enjoy telling people how they can make things better in their world. But, it's all part really of being a psychic medium because that is who I am. So when I write, I'm still writing as a psychic medium with that frame of reference.
Can we expect to see the other 10 volumes published anytime soon?
Absolutely. Actually, I'm working on something called Funny You Should Say That, which is about my career in terms of this business and what I do in terms of a psychic medium aspect. And then after that, I have about 4 other time travels that will be coming, will be circulating fiction, nonfiction, fiction, nonfiction kind of thing. And after this next nonfiction comes out, then we'll be working on, I'll have Sentimental Journey, which takes you back to 1944.
So the time travel novels go to a lot of different time periods?
Depends on what the premise is, on how I'm getting them back there. So yes, they definitely go to different time periods. This one goes to 1884 and to 2011. Another one goes to back and forth to like 1969 and then 1944. And it just my interest in terms of time travel ranges in the 1800s to the present time. I'm not so much into the future because I'm a psychic and I read that every day. And I'm not so much I'm into the other side if I'm writing about the reality of it. But to fictionalize it is not easy because I speak to dead people. I deliver messages every day.
Are the books stand alone or do they have the same characters in them?
No, they stand alone. I'm looking into maybe connecting them in some way, but they would stand alone as stories. But they would all have the time travel theme, and perhaps I would connect them in some way. I'm not sure yet. Or maybe one
in learning about the periods to which people travel, do you do a lot of library and other research, or do you rely in any way on psychic abilities?
Actually, on both of it, on everything, actually. I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of research. I do a lot of meditating, and I'm also a past life regressionist. So I do past life regression on people, and I have talked to quite a few clients who are able to give me details of what they picked up during our sessions of their past lives. But so I incorporate all of it, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I could go to a museum and I will look into that museum and say I'm looking at a trunk that Houdini escaped from. I will feel the essence of the time of that trunk. I will know what that trunk has to do with life at that time, and certain things will speak to me that will be able to be written into a story.
Okay, that's all we're going to talk about the book, but say one more time where people can get copies.
You can go to my website, lindalauren.com. They can go to amazon.com, and they can go to barnesandnoble.com.
Okay. Tell us about Max the Crystal Skull and what you've been doing with him.
Okay. Every year I try to post Max the Crystal Skull. He is over 10,000 years old. He is an artifact. He's the only crystal skull that is found to be genuine, made not made by man-made tools. It's definitely ancient, and he's just one piece carved. He's an incredibly spiritual feeling that you get when you are in the presence of this ancient rock crystal. I mean, he's like the true rocker. He's a real rock star, and it's amazing. You feel healing. You feel expressions of gratitude. You just feel blessed. You feel really good just being around it. I usually people come and they have private sessions that I will get them into a meditation. They'll sit in front of Max, and we'll put that's what we call him, and they'll put him they'll put maybe their jewelry or their crystals or something around him that they want to be charged, they want it energized by his energy. And we have group sessions too that we'll have a whole session where the woman who caretakers will lecture on Max. He has been in the movie. He was used in the movie. Well, they used a facsimile of him, but he was on the set as well. Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skulls. The 13. I think it's the 13 Crystal Skulls. I'm not sure of the title, but I know he was in the Indiana Jones movie. But he's just it's a real joy and a really great experience, Mark, and it's something not to be missed. And we're having him the 4th, 5th, and 6th at our Metaphysical Center in Jersey. And we're really excited.
Okay, now Halloween's coming up, and it must be a big time of year for you. What are you doing in relation to Halloween this year?
Well, I'm getting together with some friends. I'm usually very popular at this time of year. However, my holiday is more angels and Christmas and that kind of thing. However, during this time of year, when the veil is lifted, when we say the other side is a little bit easier to tap into, I like to get together with friends. We do a meditation. We'll talk. We'll tell stories about things that happen to us in terms of ghosts or spirits, and we are thinking of doing an paranormal investigations that weekend. So it should be interesting. It should be very interesting. But that's what I would do on my Halloween.
Okay, now this isn't your first time in Second Life. You have a big presence here. Tell us a little bit about Linda Lauren embracing the universe in Second Life.
Well, I've been here since with my business partner Sumi Portola since around 2006, and I had a different avatar, and then I decided to use my own name. And with my business here, we have an island, we have a metaphysical center, we have a full metaphysical library, we have Reiki products that we're known for. I create all products for healing. We have energy meditation areas, we have angel areas, a retreat. We have a wonderful, wonderful crystal cave that is really empowering. The island is absolutely beautiful. It really is, and it's something that we work on daily. We have a lot of events. We usually have concerts there, and I do readings there. And people come often just to sit and meditate. We do have Sears, our store, where we sell all of our products, from crystal balls to energy products to clothing.
Okay, now you mentioned you do readings for avatars. How does it work to do a reading for an avatar?
How does it work? It's all energy. Just remember, you're even in Second Life. This is energy. I'm just reading energy. We are all like, if you're in talking through a telephone, the telephone wires, any wires that have anything, you have that connection is all electricity. Well, that's what we are. That's all we are. And so I'm tapping into energy, color and energy. And certain colors and certain energy come out to me. And that's when I just start talking.
Talk a little bit about how you use your own psychic abilities in charting your own career.
Okay, in charting my own career, I kind of, I like to meditate and formulate whatever is happening in my life at the time so I can hear. So I go within. I'm mindful. And that is the way I lead my life, my business. That is how I get to the next place. And it's a very good thing to do because it keeps you balanced, keeps you centered. And so does it work for me? Yeah, that's how it works for me. It's not, in a way I'm letting go and letting God and in one step.
What do sessions provide for your clients?
Guidance.
For your clients, yes.
Yes, guidance, awareness. They get to understand what direction they're going into. Things are confirmed to them. validations happen, and a lot of times there's closure when the other side comes through, and I'm bringing in a loved one who was passed on. So it's very rewarding for both myself and whoever is on the other side of the table.
Now, I gathered from your language that you don't make predictions, but you talk about probable futures. Is that right?
Yes, yes. I feel that we have the past, the present, and the probable because nothing is etched in stone if we were given the power of choice. I believe in the power of choice. So I could tell you something positive that I know will happen, but you have the choice as to whether or not you're going to make that happen. Regardless of whether it's good or bad, you have power. And I try to teach people that in classes to use their personal power. So basically, it's predictions. I've done a lot of predictions. In fact, recently we came across some of ours with my publicist, and she said they were back from 2005, and about 90% of them have happened in terms of as of 2011, looking back. But those are that's for fun. I would never say predictions are as important as insight.
Okay, and finally, what have you learned from being in Second Life that's helped your career and your own thinking about the matters you deal with?
That you can have the best of both worlds, and that you absolutely can reach a larger audience and reach people who can really, really absorb what it is you're trying to help them. So the big picture, it's all about the big picture, and Second Life has opened up the big picture in both worlds for me and for a lot of people who come in contact with me. And I've been able to teach people just about crystals just from here, buy one in real life and let's go in Second Life. You can use that one too.
Okay, good. I want to thank you for appearing with us today on Second Life Inquirer on the Air, and I hope we can talk again at another time.
Thank you, Mark. It was my pleasure too. Take care and God bless.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.